Hey everyone, hope you're all safe and well. We are pretty much on time, 6 o'clock this evening for this live broadcast where I really want to share with you our excitement about getting Toptracer installed on the driving range at Dunes. So in this video, I'm going to go through a little bit about what it actually is, what it means for you, and why it is going to be such a tremendous addition, not just to Dunes Golf Centre, but also for Fraserburgh itself as an attraction into the town that will certainly add to the appeal for tourists to come. I know we're part of the NC 250, and it will just further enhance the town as a stop off for people to come here and spend some quality time. But also, in addition to that, of course, the residents of the town as well are going to find it, I think, a really worthwhile attraction and a place to come with all the family to get some entertainment. So I would love it if we had it installed now and I could actually show you it at Dunes in action, which it isn't too far away. You can see across the bottom, it's scrolling. It is coming to Fraserburgh very soon. We have an install date of the 28th of February. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to be ready to play on that day. That is the day the team from Toptracer are coming up to begin the install. And it's going to estimate to take around 3 to 4 days to get it up and running. And then we've got a little testing period. It needs to have some time to check that the cameras are calibrated correctly. So we are looking around the first week of March, that following weekend, so 7th, 8th of March, somewhere around then before it's ready to go. Now, just before I forget to mention this, I'll just put it up on the screen. If you have any questions at all about Toptracer, about how it's going to work, etc., please put it in the comments. I can pick up the comments as we go along. The only people I won't be able to see comments for are those that are watching via Twitter this evening. But on Facebook and YouTube, if you comment, I will be able to pick them up. So please do ask away. What I'm going to do to start off with is just sort of share with you why we are going with Toptracer. And just to do that, I'm going to bring up our website here. And you can see it's got our mission statement on there. I'll read it out in case it's too small for you to see on your screen. It's Dunes Golf Centre aims to enhance the lives of as many people as possible by providing opportunities for all to play and learn golf in an environment that is fun, friendly, safe, and welcoming. And when I first saw Toptracer, I was like, do you know what? That absolutely ties in with our mission statement. It allows us to have this facility that is going to be of great entertainment. And I really strongly believe that providing a facility where the users feel engaged and entertained is absolutely fundamental to growing participation in the sport that we love, of course, which is golf. So it's a marriage made in heaven is Toptracer and what we're trying to do at Dunes. So let me just show you now. I'm going to just change the stream that I'm sharing here. So if I just do this, just bear with me 1 second. I'm going to bring up a few videos. Like I said, I would love to have real life videos from our golf centre, which we will bring in time. But just for now, I'm going to bring up a few of the Toptracer videos. So hopefully you can all see this. This isn't a particularly long video. So that's given you a bit of a feel of the different things that that Toptracer can do. You'll have seen on there, there's nearest to pins, there's point games and things like that. It's really going to provide this much more engaging facility than just hitting balls into the driving range. How it works is it's got cameras that are on top of the driving range bays. On our 10-bay range, there's going to be 4 cameras in total. And what's really clever is when you get into a bay, it will know which bay the ball is coming out of. So it will track it on your screen. And it tells you things like the spin rates on the ball, the launch angle, how far the ball is carrying. And it's measuring that ball flight as it is. So yes, it's going to be affected by conditions like temperature and the wind. It's like a real life practice experience. Now, that's different to what we have in our golf studio. The golf studio, we employ the Foresight GC Quad, which will, it's a much more, how can I put it? It's not going to be influenced by the wind, which is what we wanted from a teaching and a fitting point of view. We don't want to have it where if you come for a driver fitting one day and there's a strong right to left wind that your slicers suddenly disappeared. We want to see the ball flight as it would be without those conditions. However, Toptracer is going to give you the actual ball flight as it is out there, which we think is a nice complement. It's a really good way that you can learn how much wind direction, into the wind, downwind influences how far your shots go. So we know at Dunes, if we were looking at our facility, the outfield, we know, we've listened to your feedback, could be improved. We need more targets. That is all coming, but better is you're actually going to know when you're practicing how far each shot is going. It's very difficult to eyeball that when you're looking down the range to see how far it's actually gone. That's all going to disappear. You're going to get definite data on the shots that you're hitting. So there are lots of different game modes as well. We've got the nearest to pins, which is going to be a fantastic tournament type of golf for us to be running. What we envisage we're going to do is each month we're going to have a nearest to pin and a longest drive competition that's running, which you don't have to enter. You will be entered by default just by being out there on the range. Those leaderboards will be displayed on big screen TV in the golf center and in the cafe. It will also be visible on our website, and you can log in through an app and store all of your data, all your best scores as well. So let's just bring up another video very quickly. So I just need to go back into my screen share, and let's bring up this one here. Now, this is a bit of a longer video that I'm going to share with you, but it's 6 minutes. So this is a great chance, if you've got any questions, to pop them in, because while this plays, I'll be able to look at your feedback.
How are you guys? Kevin Paper here for golfshade.com. We're down here at Leicester Golf Centre today. We've come to play on Toptracer. Never done it before. Super interested to have a look at it. Had a quick look when we were over in Orlando at the PGA show, but not actually played some full games of it. So we're down here with guys. We're going to go and check out Toptracer. I'm going to take you with us. So let's go and find the guys on the range. Let's go. Here with Paul Williams, who is General Manager for Toptracer in the UK. Talk to us about Toptracer.
So Toptracer is a camera-based ball tracking system that has currently 6 game modes and allows the golfer to hit golf balls at their leisure on any of our driving ranges and experience something that's a lot more informative and engaging for all the users involved.
And we've been using it here this morning, and I can absolutely see why it is so popular, because there really is something for every kind of golfer here. Whether you're just coming with your mates to have some fun and enjoy the games, whether you're coming to practice and really, work on specific things within your game, it's got something for everyone, hasn't it?
I think that's the beauty of the system, is it's so versatile. And if you're, an established golfer, I mean, we track the best players on TV every week through the broadcast, and so we're very accurate in our tracking. And so if somebody's looking to fine-tune their yardages with their golf clubs, they can come down here and have that experience. Or equally, people can come on a date night and have a bit of fun on longest drive or virtual golf. And so it's really nice to see that, like you say, anybody can come down and have a great time.
And those games that we've played, so just quickly run us through each of those games, if you would.
Yeah, sure. So we've got Launch Monitor, which is one-player mode, allows people to hit golf balls to any flag on the range. And it will give some ball stats such as carry distance, flat carry, apex, ball speed, things that are really going to help you to understand how to improve your game. So the next game, we have What's in My Bag, and so that basically is a gapping game so that you can hit every club in your bag and trace with different colours each shot to understand how each club is performing compared to the others, and that also gives you a consistency percentage as well. So you can track from session to session with each club whether your consistency is going up or down.
And you do that using the app, right?
Absolutely. So we have an app that you download and pair with the system,
Yeah.
and then you can take those stats and compare them by day, by week, by month.
Okay.
And so it gives you that understanding how your sessions are from each different time period.
Those features are really for the person that's kind of practicing and honing their game, and then going on to some of the other games that we've played today that have been brilliant, which you did quite well in, by the way.
Yeah, after a bit of a layoff, it's obviously done me some
Layoff.
favours,
which none of us believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, just talk us through those games. 'Cause
Sure.
I think they're really that's the really interesting bit, I think.
Yeah, so once you've gone through the practice mode of what's in my bag, it's always nice to kind of flip to something a little bit more likened to the golf course. So then we move into virtual golf, where you can play a number of different courses. My favorite on there is Pebble Beach, and
Which we did.
Yeah. And you can customize that experience by playing all 18 holes or 9 holes, or even just a few of your favorite holes. With a group of you, up to 4 players can play in the same bay.
And then we did the nearest to pin.
Nearest to
Another
pin.
great challenge.
Yeah, that's something that we've actually changed the hole on as well. So we're continually looking to experience something different within that mode. It's one of our most popular challenge modes. So a lot of our venues are running competitions on closest to the pin, putting up some really good prizes, such as Aston Martins for the weekend and golf holidays. And so it really engages people to come back time and time again through the month. And try and get the ball as close to the pin as they can.
I don't think I'd have won any of those today.
I don't think any of us would.
No. And long drive. So
yeah, it's a long drive. It's quite a popular game for letting off a bit of steam.
Yeah.
Getting a basket of balls and trying to beat your best distance. You have a grid, so it's 60 yards wide, just the same as the World Long Drive Championships.
Yeah.
And basically hit it as far as you can
within
the grid. Yeah.
She did very well at that one as well.
Yeah, I quite like that game.
Yeah.
It lets me take it out on the golf ball.
And then finally was the points game.
Yeah, so we have points games. So each flag is mapped with circles around each target, and then the closer to the flag that you hit, the more points you score. There's different features within the points game that allow you to score sort of twice the points or 3 times the points with in-air multipliers, and also a little point stealer in there, so you can always nab the top spot at any point.
That was the one I found really interesting, actually, because some of those triple points and double points things made you really think about the trajectory you were having to hit your ball and try and score those points. So it really helps you focus. It's real life golf, isn't it? That's the kind of stuff you have to do on the golf course.
Yeah, visualizing, where you want the ball to go, how far, the trajectory, all skills that you need to be able to play good golf on the golf course. So it's helpful for that.
So yeah, I absolutely loved it. It's been brilliant. So thank you very much.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Cheers.
So there we go, guys. We are all done here at Leicester Golf Centre with Toptracer, and what an awesome thing Toptracer is. If you haven't been and checked one out, you need to find one
folks,
that's near to you.
Let's get this off. So yeah, there we go. Hope you enjoyed that video. Like I said, I would have much preferred it, and we will in the future do a video from our facility at Dunes. While that's been on, let's see if we've got any questions. So we've got Gary McClellan has asked a really good question. Will there be a big difference in price for hiring a bay, and will there be the option to have a basic bay, or will each bay be Toptracer enabled? I know you don't have to log on each time. Yeah, so a couple of things there. Number one, the cost of balls at Dunes will be going up, but not prohibitively so. I can promise you that. We want to make it as accessible for everybody as we possibly can. However, the experience that you will be getting will be so much more enhanced. I am super confident that for the extra cost of each basket of balls, you will having a miles better experience. So really confident that, and by the way, we haven't finalized our pricing yet, but it won't be going up by much more than £1 or £2 a basket. So nothing that's out there. Like I've said already, we want to make it accessible as much as we possibly can. But the cost of the Toptracer for us as a facility over a 5-year period, it's well into 6 figures. It's about 130 grand altogether. So there is a big investment there. It's a risk, of course, but we are super confident of what it's going to deliver. So yeah, there we go. That's answered that one. Just on that bit in brackets, I know you don't have to log on each time. You do not need to download the app in order to play the games on the Toptracer. You can just play straight off the screen. The advantage of downloading the app is it saves your data. So if you want to track your own scores. If you want to get on the leaderboards and stuff like that, then saving your data in the app will allow you to do that. So thanks for the question, Gary. If anyone else has any more questions, please do put them in the comments. Whilst I'm waiting for any more questions to come through, I'm going to just share with you another quick video, and it's just a little bit more. They mentioned on the last video about playing Pebble Beach. What's going to be really cool this year is the Toptracer system has the old course at St Andrews on it as well. So the way we see things happening a little different on the range. Yes, we still want to be a facility where the serious golfer can come down and work on the game. Already you've seen in the last video how much more of an enhanced experience that's going to be by being able to track your carry distances, do your own gap testing on clubs, look at your launch angles, etc. But we also want it to be a facility where more than one person's in a bay. A group of 3 or 4 of you might come down to play a round of golf, and you can get around it in about an hour, as it said in that video. Or you can play some of the long drive games. We're going to make it so that it's going to be groups of people coming to Dunes to experience golf in a way that is social, it's fun. And with that, we're going to come up with creative ways of putting events on. So in the winter, we'll have a winter league. We might even have an inter-club tournament. I haven't said this to any of the clubs yet, but I hope we can get teams in from the likes of Fraserburgh, Inverality, Longside, Peterhead, Rosehearty, where you can represent your club in an event. I've also got many of my colleagues that have Toptracer all across the UK. People I'm friends with, other PGA pros that have driving ranges just like us, and we can challenge them on. I've got a couple in mind where we're going to have like a Scotland v England driving range, nearest the pin or longest drive or points competition. So it's super exciting with the potential within this system for all of our entertainment. So let me just, like I said, bring up another video. This one is from, I think it's Yas Links in, is it UAE, Dubai? I forget where it is now. Let me just try and find it. It's this one here. So, yeah, I'll bring this up onto the screen. This is just a very short video, just playing St Andrews.
Hi guys, Carl here from the Essex Golf Club. Welcome back to Toptracer. We're going to play the new golf course which has just been added to the system, which is the iconic St Andrews. So guys, once we've loaded our profile, we're just going to click on Virtual Golf on the right hand side here. The first golf course that you are going to see is going to be St Andrews Old Course. So we're just going to select that one. Okay, let's hit some shots. Let's see how we get on. First hole, St Andrews. We know we've got the burn running through it. In true link style, we're going to go for the 2-iron first. Okay guys, so here we are on the iconic 17th hole at St Andrews. You can see we've got the hotel on the right hand side. We're going to take it straight over that and see if we can land it on the fairway. As you can see guys, we've taken the tiger line straight over the corner of the hotel, leaving us with that perfect shot into the green. Okay, we're on the 18th here, which is the final stretch now. You can see the road next to us. We're going to see what we can do coming in. We've hit a great final tee shot there. We found the fairway. Now what's to do is hit into the final hole. You can see the classic clubhouse behind us. There we are guys, we're home and dry in the clubhouse. It's a great bit of fun. It takes about an hour. Come down, give it a try. I'm sure you're going to love it.
There you can see St Andrews there being played. The graphics look really cool on it. So looking forward to some exciting events, especially around the Open being at the home of golf this year as well. We've had another question come through, this one from Eddie Clements. Will my app and previous data from the other venue I've used Toptracer prior to using it at Dunes? I am pretty confident, Eddie, that it all stays on your own app on the phone, so you'll have all your historical data. So whether you've been doing some sort of points game, it's kind of global, so it's pretty standardized. If I'm wrong on that, I apologize, but that was certainly the impression I get. So your gap testing and everything you've done with your clubs, again, will all stay there, I'm sure. It looks like there's another question here. Also, given that being able to play various courses, we'll be permitted to take our bags on the range to have use of all our clubs. What a super question, Eddie. Thank you so much for that. I had that on my notes, so you prompted me perfectly there. Now, let's clear something up. The reason why there was no bags on the range at Dunes was because in 2020, we put in £5,000 worth of new golf balls. And within a month, half of them had gone. Now, they hadn't been hit over the fence. They'd been stolen. Okay, very sad to have to say that, but they had. And I spoke to some of my colleagues and sales reps, and they were saying, do you allow bags on the range? I said, well, yeah, why not? And they would say, well, that's what's happening. So very, very sad to say that. And that's the reason why we stopped using bags on the range. However, given what Toptracer is, we are going to reinstate bags on the range because it doesn't make sense to have to carry all your clubs in, not in a bag. We're just going to trust people. It probably is a very, very small minority. Of course, we will allow the community. If anyone sees anyone pinching balls, please do let us know. I don't think it's going to happen again. I hope not. But that's the reason why, Eddie, that there was no bags on the range. That and like a secondary thing was, as you know, if you've been to Dunes, we have a very narrow shop, and it has not always been easy to get bags through. And people, it's a bit awkward when they've knocked something over, potentially damaged something. So that was a less of a reason, but a reason nevertheless that we didn't allow bags. But yes, when Toptracer is installed, bags will once again be allowed on the driving range, which if I was going to a range to practice, I think I would much prefer to be able to take my whole bag in, because you never know what clubs you want to hit. And one of the big features of Toptracer is being able to get your distances, which you saw on that first video, where you can go through what's in my bag and track your performance with each club. So yeah, bags are going to be allowed. Any more questions, folks, before I begin to wrap this up? Doesn't look like it is. You have still got time to ask a few things. The final thing that I am going to say, though, is about the family entertainment as well, because the other thing that we have is a really cool addition to Toptracer, which only took place in about the last year or so, and it's a game called Go Fish. Now, I've got it on a video here. I'll just see if I can find it. Here we go. It's a very short video, is this one, so it's going to be over pretty much before it starts. It's only 15 seconds, but here we go. Hopefully you can see this. There we go. So basically the Go Fish game is perfect for the whole family to play, for any age group, but especially it's trying to appeal to the kids, which you all know at Dunes, we're trying to grow the game amongst all demographics, but juniors in particular, we want to be able to inspire the next generation to take up the game. So the Go Fish game is one where you hit the ball to different targets, and wherever it lands, you win different prizes, like you saw on there. If you get the different sea creatures, you get the big points, but you also win boots and stuff like that. So a really engaging game for everybody to play. Now, there was some other things I wanted to bring up, and it's escaped me now. Let me just have a quick look on my notes. Yeah, this is it. How do you play the game? Someone was asking me this at the range. How does it work with putting and what have you? Now, the minimum distance that the Toptracer system will accurately track a ball is 30 yards. So you've got to hit it 30 yards to get a read. Now, what happens when you're playing a game and you've only got a 10-yard chip left into a green? Well, what it does, the closer you've hit a ball to the hole, it effectively makes a bigger target for you to then hit into on the outfield. So you might only have a 10-yard shot, a 10-yard chip left, but you're going to have to hit it, say, 40 yards. But the target to get up and down will be much bigger than if you're 100 yards out. It's going to be much easier for me to explain this in a video practically out on the range when we get it installed, but they've come up with a really clever way of doing it. So don't worry about that. It's going to be a fun experience playing the golf courses. So doesn't look like there's any more questions. We're 25 minutes in, so I'm going to wrap it up there. If you do have any comments at all, if you're watching this video on a replay, then please do put it in the comments. I will get notified of them anyway, and I'll just answer them via a text. If there's any other really good questions that come up, I might even do a little follow-up video to answer those live like we've done this evening. Yes, it's come to me what the other thing I was going to say is because of the install. Next week, our electrician is coming on Monday and Tuesday. So the range is going to be closed for a period of time on Monday and Tuesday from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. Now, you will still be able to use the grass bays, and in the evening, it's going to be open as normal, but just during the day, it's going to be grass bays only to allow the electricians to put in all the wires, the cabling, the sockets, ready for Toptracer coming the week after. So please do bear that in mind. I'm going to do a reminder video and we'll put stuff out on social so that no one has any, or as few people as possible, have any wasted journeys. But like I say, fingers crossed the weather won't be too bad. So at the very least, you can get out in the grass bays. There might be some covered bays available while they're doing the work. We just can't guarantee it. Obviously, they can't be up on the range doing essential installation work while people are swinging clubs and hitting balls just below them. So sorry for any inconvenience there. But like I've already said, it's going to be more than worth it when it's actually done. Okay, folks. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll speak to you all again very soon. Bye for now.